In this simple example, we're going to use jQuery to fade an element in and out to control whether or not it appears on the screen. Right now, you can see I have a big blue box. We're just going to use that to fade in and out. And we have 3 buttons to control it. In our text editor, we've already created those buttons, the target, and then 3 event handlers inside of our document.ready method. Now, one of the slowest things in jQuery is to do the selection. So I'm going to show you a little trick that if you have to use the same selector over and over, you can use to help speed up the execution of your application. That is, we're going to assign a variable to that selector. So we'll only have to select it once, and then we store it in a variable to be used later on. Variables can start with a $sign. Since this variable is going to hold a jQuery selector and object, what I want to do is create it with a $sign. That way it's easily distinguishable between that versus other variables. So there we have our target, and it's a selector that is from $pound_target. Inside of our in, we're going to use this to fade in. So I'm going to specify our variable name. I'm just going to say fade in. Now if we simply type in fade in, it uses a default speed. The default speed is medium, which is one of 3 settings that jQuery gives us: slow, medium, and fast, and is equal to about 400 milliseconds, or just under a half a second. If we choose fade out, we do something similar, except now I want to pass in a parameter to control how fast this is. So I'm going to say fast. Fast is approximately 200 milliseconds. Then of course we have toggle. Here in fade toggle, I'll pass a numeric value. The numeric value must be in milliseconds, and you can have from very short to very long. We'll just specify 1000, which is approximately 1 second. We're going to save this, go into our browser. Now if I click fade out, see it fades out pretty fast. Fade in takes just a little bit longer because it's using default, and I can select toggle fade. You can see, regardless of whether it's using fade in or fade out, the toggle, which is always the opposite of what its current state is much slower because it is running off that command, not the fade in, fade out.